would be fools to lend it to us, or they're going to run it off the printing press.
Well, they're broke too.
Well, they're not. They're not broke. China
and Japan are getting broke.
No, they're not broke. They're losing a lot of money because they were foolish enough to lend it to us. But they're still wealthy, right? They're not as wealthy as they were because they made a lot of bad investments in America. But when they stop doing that, all we've got is our printing press. And if we destroy our currency, which is what the Obama plan might do, if we have hyperinflation, it's not going to matter how much money we have because we're not going to be able to buy anything with it.
I'm looking at, very quickly, I'm looking at a headline, Russian Prime Minister Putin says Russia will resume exports to Europe as soon as the gas monitors rise. So it looks like maybe the Gazprom, Ukraine, Russia gas battle is over. Let's get back to what we're seeing here. What does this mean for the markets? I mean, if the government says we're going to pay for everything, don't worry, we're going to solve your problems.
Well, the government can't solve our problems.
Well,
it can make it worse.
With the exception of the president, and I'm not diminishing the role of the president, but most of Congress is the same Congress that's been here the last 20 years. Obama blamed Congress, of which he was a member.
But unfortunately, he's a charismatic guy. I think he's a strong leader. The problem is he's leading us in the wrong direction. And Congress is probably going to fall in lock stop behind this guy. They're afraid to oppose him. He's very popular, and times are tough. And people want to believe in miracles. They want to believe in a Santa Claus solution. There is none. Unfortunately, what I think is going to happen is 4 years from now, when this is a complete, unmitigated disaster, right, Barack is going to say, I told you so. I told you things were going to get tough.
We just talked about the marketing of the message, right? Yeah. Companies do this too. Lower expectations on the quarter, then always beat by a penny.
Yeah, well, we're not going to beat anything.
Well, he's lowering the expectations for the economy.
Right. But what he's going to be positioned to say is, it's a good thing I did what I did, or it would be even worse. No, it's going to be a disaster because of what he is doing.
How do you really feel, Peter? Now, Peter Schiff, Euro Pacific Capital. Listen, Peter, you're welcome back anytime. I appreciate it. You know, listen, we know this. There's a lot of government spending, and I guess if you're out there and you're afraid of higher taxes, you got to figure out where the government's going to spend the money.
You got to be afraid of higher inflation, because that's where the money's coming from. You got to be afraid for your savings. He talked about people losing their savings. He's going to wipe out people's savings.
Well, don't worry. An extra $1,000 will solve all of our problems.
You can get an extra pack of gum.
All right. Peter Schiff, yeah, you know, Zimbabwe, here we come.